Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Detroit Tigers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Interleague baseball next. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
So striding forward now, Victor Reyes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Detroit, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
First offering on its way. And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand in D-Row. Through the first 5 games of this set, 1 and 4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, this offense is eager to see Miguel Cabrera return to form. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping in now, number 50. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
The third base. He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
The set and the 1-1 drilled to the left side, and that's a base hit as the run will come in from third, and the Tigers have drawn first blood here.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
In now, Nico Goodrum, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
Ready on 0-2. And it's fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The pause and the 0-2. Popped him up. Hernandez moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Tigers get just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Tigers 1 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
You know, Matty V, it's not easy to do. Even though this is a mini 2-game set, To win 2 games on the road, D-Row, a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, you walk in here, you take the plane flight in saying if we could work a split, 1-1, we'd feel good about getting on the plane and getting out of here. But all bets are off once you win the first one. You want to complete the sweep.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Phillies' batting order in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2 3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the postseason and waiting on a 3-run bomb, because you're facing nothing but 1s and 2s. If you're going to beat up the 3, 4, 5 guys in a rotation, you have to find a way to create more scoring opportunities against the 1s and 2s.
First pitch on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0. Into the box, Kristen Stewart. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 14.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
ハロー。
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Hit hard and short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Standing in, number 34. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year. And it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Into the box, Michael
出
Fulmer.
だしからよ打たれるな。
Yes, he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is under it. 2 gone.
Now
Next for the Tigers, Victor Reyes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's the outside corner for the second strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. This is line to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. One for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's now 2-0 Tigers. So digging in now, Roman Quinn. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something belt high that you can get loose on.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. 1-2. Here it comes. Ball 2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Reyes reaching back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting 6.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Next up for Detroit, Jordy Mercer. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
The shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Mercer.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Number 40 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Miguel Cabrera.
Striding into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Number 50.
Now batting, number 50. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Cabrera leads off first with 1 away. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. So 1-1. Misses.
う
Ball
ん、
2.
入らんな。
Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Now at the plate, Jeimer Candelario. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. 2 out with the man at first. Hit pretty well out toward right center field.
中持ってかれたん
Quinn
か。
going back at the
マ
track,
ジか。
and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As the Tigers have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers.
こ
He
れは
might be
や
heading
ばい
that way
な。
real soon if he can't keep the
こ
ball.
んな打たれるもん。
Nico Goodrum.
Standing in now, Nico Goodrum. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Hit hard on the ground to second. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Detroit.
We're back as the Phillies lineup readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league, and when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it. Even though batting average isn't the end-all be-all of offensive stats, he said there's no denying they have to figure out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Up next will be Nick
For the
Williams.
Phillies,
7, 8,
the
and
left
9
fielder.
to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Batting 8.
Well, it certainly
right
was a
fielder.
bang-bang play, so
Number
no
40.
surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I
Yeah,
still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Phillies have elected to
So
challenge.
here's
the
one last
previous
look at that
play.
replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the
Upon
challenge
video review,
and the ability to
umpires
use any
have
further
upheld the call
challenges for the
out
rest of the
at
game.
first base.
Into the box now, number 40. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll come in here at 259. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball well outside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at
Batting
least they
up.
have a base runner here.
pitcher.
We'll see if that leads to something.
Rose Smiley.
The pitcher, Drew Smiley, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Fastball called for strike 2. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher JT.
Back to the top of the order
Real
now, and in
Muto.
steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 4-0.
寒い。
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up
Number
by a
14.
boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time.
Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Oh, and 1, here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
ああ、よ、打たれるな。
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens, you start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Now at the plate, number 34. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And now a stoppage, as I believe, yes, a balk has been called here. They'll say he never came fully set that time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And that's the first out. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Fulmer. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Fouled away. Stewart, the runner at second with 1 away. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. Williams has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Reyes. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
ダメだこりゃ。
The batter, number 7.
Stepping into the box, Jordy Mercer trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Blake Parker answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Parker.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foully. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Cabrera. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
And that just pains a pitcher. They're already given up a run in the inning, and he has 2 outs, almost out of trouble, but then serves up a mistake. The runner busted around the bases to score from first, and the hitter is in scoring position on second.
He's set. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Tigers lead it 6-0. Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Struck him out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about
Up next
7
for
Ks, and we're just in the middle
third
innings of this
baseman.
one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get...
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right.
よっしゃ、入った。
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Now batting. The center
Stepping
fielder.
in now, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In the air now out to left field. Moving under it, Stewart. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop.
Brad.
So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Miller.
First pitch of the at bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Philly shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
3-2.
Line toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle
Now
of the
batting.
plate, kept his
The
hands
second
back,
baseman.
stayed through the baseball,
Jacob.
and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
In now, Cesar Hernandez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now, and that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
3-1, here it is. And it's fouled away.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Reyes. And the inning is over. Phils do get one back on the solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Tigers 6 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Thank you, Heidi. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely
Now
struggling coming into this
the
one,
third
but I
baseman,
think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll take a look at ball one. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Into the box now, Nico Goodrum, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
And now gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
The batter, number 14.
Digging in now, Kristen Stewart. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Goodrum stands at second with no outs. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Ready once again, number 34 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A ball and no strikes. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Fulmer. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. One for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
出だし多分何回か出てますよ。あかんな、このピッチャーも。打たれまくり、抑えられへんな。
Hector Neris gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Neris!
完全に試合が壊れました。8点取るのはもうきついですね、やっぱ。
Stepping in now, Victor
5回
Reyes.
で8
As
点。
the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in the score.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Now at the plate, Jordy Mercer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Mercer hits a little over the 270
怪我
mark.
崩壊ですな。
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a
また打たれてる。
backhanded reach at first, but he can't
どん
flag
だ
it
け打
down.
たれるん
And a good throw is going to
も
hold
う
that
こんだけ
runner
打
at
ってま
third,
すよ
so
ね。
they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Fulmer, the
あれ
runner
何
at
点
third.
取られて
Reyes
も
on second.
い
Mercer
っぱいにしかならん
first,
っていう
1
のが
gone.
まだ救いですが。
On the ground to
Yeah.
second base. This could be 2.
Yeah,
Barehanded for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Detroit is out in front, 10-1.
今日は15杯。
And
点
we're
が
back
入
from
った
Citizens
分
Bank
負けが
Park in
つくから
Philadelphia.
最
Let's
悪で
check
す。
in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said it's just unacceptable how often they're striking out looking in this game. It's not something they're willing to live with, so they're trying to emphasize more of an ambush approach early in the at-bats to avoid falling behind in the count.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in,
Leading
Nick
up for
Williams.
the
He
Phillies,
got on top of one and was
the
a
left
ground
fielder,
out victim last
Nick.
time. And now we'll take a moment here at
Yeah.
home plate as he asks for time.
ピッチャーも疲れまくっとるから。
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
And that's a called strike at the letters. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Candelario trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Two balls, two strikes to Nick
タ
Williams.
ッチコン。
The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now.
Number
He
40.
took the hat trick for 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Mercer is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
丸出し感はどうした？寝てんちゃいますかもう。さすがに遅いからね。ピッチャーおらんからもうこのまま行かしますわ。
First at bat of the game for him here in the third as he was a late entrant into this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Lifted in the air out to right. Waiting on it, the right fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They're down 9. It's 10-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, number 50. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Number 50.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Ready with the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
まあこれ終わったら食べて寝ますわ。もう眠気もあるしね。
Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and
猫
two
野
strikes.
郎は張り切ってる。素晴らしい。
Oh and 2, here it comes. And a wasted pitch there, 1 and 2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Jeimer Candelario goes down for out number 2 in the top half. From the stretch, there's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1 and 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1 and 2 now. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. Again, another foul ball. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And it's to 2 and 2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The 2-2. Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Another full count offering on its way. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Riding in once again, JT Realmuto. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. In the air now, out to left. Moving under it, Stewart.
平凡なレフトフライ。
The first baseman,
So
number
coming
7.
to the plate, Michael Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. There's ball 4. So he's aboard following the one-out walk. They're second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Ready for another shot now, Scott Kingery. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Right there for strike 1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Franco stands at first with one out. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
In now, Roman Quinn, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. In the dirt here, and almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch, and this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brad.
Stepping in, Brad Miller. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Misses, ball 2.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And B-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you were a monster down at the bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
っていうか、この先発100球投げてる。
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Well, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave them loaded. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kristen Stewart. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now.
ひどい展開やな。
A splitter, but he started it too low as it
ここ
bounces
ま
up
で
to
打
the
たれ
plate.
るとはね。
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Ball 1 to start the
ひどい
at-bat.
剣や。
The 1-0 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, Michael Fulmer. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box, Victor Reyes, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. That's popped up. Kingery in foul ground. And no one will track it down.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here's another 0-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. Williams is in
ま
pursuit,
た打たれ
and
た。
now it'll kick around in the corner. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores
ま
from
た1
second.
点。ゼロで終わることがほとんどないね。さっきの回ぐらいよ。それ以外毎回点取られてる。さすがにもう変える気もなくなりますな。この回は投げさそう。なんぼ打たれても。投げ取ったら抑えれるでしょう。この回は投げてくれ。
Line toward the gap in left center.
ま
Boy,
た
and
出
the
た。
shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
ダ
And
メ
the
だこ
second
りゃ。
run will score as well.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the
え
plate.
げつない
I'm
展
no
開。
expert,
抑
but
え
I
ら
would
れん。
have to bet that the manager would love
ス
to
タミ
save
ナもなく
some
なっ
of
て
those
きてる
runs
し。
for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
難易度下がってないんかね、これ。
Tries to shave the
こん
corner
だ
with
け
that
差が出
pitch,
たら
but it's
難易
1
度
and
変わ
1.
ってるはずやけど、
Mercer leads off second
なん
with
か
one
全
gone in the
然
inning.
変わってないような。
Slow roller down the third baseline. Kingery's there. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
外に
And
出
next
る
it'll
の
be the
が
Tigers cleanup hitter, number 50. He's
Yeah, man.
doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Quinn on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the
見に来てる
ballpark.
人
Tigers
が
are out
気の
in
毒
front,
でしょうがない。
13-1.
こんだけ打たれて、金払ってんのに。
Number 70 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Number 40.
At the plate, number 40. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here.
共産党の人は負けるのに言ってるんや。あー、じゃあもう、スタンドガラガラになってきましたよ。さすがに帰りますわな。こんだけひどかったら。
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes.
And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Reese Hoskins will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Hoskins.
And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to
あー、
second.
最悪
To
の
second
ダ
for
ブル
one.
プレ
On
ー。
to first, it's a double play as their woes
あんだ
continue.
け
The
強
inning
烈
is
な打
over.
球でダブル
Down
プレー
quickly
ってい
go
う
the Phillies. And as you
なん
can
て
see,
こっ
they
たい。
are way behind.
石を投げて俺たちの言うことを信じないからやと叫ぶのが強さ。あーちゃ
Everett Ramos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So striding in, Jeimer Candelario. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Jeimer Candelario.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that.
もう
I
寒
don't
い
know if
と
the hitter was trying to work the ball
熱
the other
々
way,
のも
but
の
whatever it
を
was, it just did not
食
look
わ
good.
なダメ
He
ですわ。
throws him on the fastball there. Jeimer Candelario goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
寒い
Striding
って
in,
寒いっ
Nico
て。
Goodrum. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. Williams is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now back.
Stepping up to the plate,
Number
Kristen
14.
Stewart. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 popped up.
よっしゃ。
Kingery has a play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. You can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. So the lineup flips over and digging in. JT Realmuto, who could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far.
Realmuto.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reyes sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
まあ、あかんときってほんまに何やってもあかんからね。ええときはアホみたいに点取るんですけど、あかんときはほんまに。
If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And they remain well behind. Settling in now, number 34. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is the right fielder. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now
here's the Detroit pitcher, number 70. And this will be his first plate appearance of the new year. He's set and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1-1 the count of the Tigers pitcher.
ピッチャーそのまま打席入ってるからね。まあ無駄なピッチャーは使わんな。なんぼ勝っとっても。
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Popped straight up.
よっしゃ。
Miller ranges back and he has
首のとこに米粒がついてる動画も気持ち悪かったですね。首のとこに白いなんか豆みたいなのがくっついて、なんかようわからん動画でしたけど。あれはあれでなんか気持ち悪かったっすな。
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul.
首にへばりついてましたもんね。
He went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye.
豆ぐらいのでっかいのが。
That misses and we're even at 2-2.
腐ってるんですか。
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
あんななんか白い豆みたいなのついてたでしょ。
High in the air down the right field line. And
人体が腐るとあんなになるんですか。あれは気持ち悪かったな。あんな動画に載っけてるのがすごい。
Right fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead.
恐ろしいですな、人体も。
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Roman Quinn, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
ついにもう人数がほぼおらんなってきた。
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Brad Miller. It was a walk in his last trip.
Miller.
Here comes the first pitch. And this ball hits the first base bag. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
奇跡の12
And
点
he'll
を
reach
取るという
second
ね。
now with one away.
They haven't had much luck so
ま
far
あ、それは
tonight,
キ
so
ャッチとしてはもう
they'll
ぶ
take
ち
that
切れ
extra
ますよ
base
ね。
hit. It only takes one,
どん
so
だけ打
maybe
たれ
they
とん
can
だ
string
ね。
together a few and get back into this thing.
それはわかりますよ。
Now he'll
ノーヒッ
step
ト。
out at the plate and reassess things here. Jose Pirela will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
67. Jose Pirela.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the
よっ
alley.
しゃー、打った打った打った打った。1点取った。
The runner from second crosses the
おっ
plate.
と、も
Oh,
た
and the
つ
throw
く間
back
に
in is
三
a
塁行
wild
く。
one.
おっしゃ、い
Oh,
ったい
get
ったい
him.
った。素晴らしい、
The
素晴
ball
ら
will
しい。
struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, they'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So striding forward now, Nick Williams. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working
あー、
around him.
ノーヒットか。レフト。マッカチェン。
Andrew McCutcheon will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least
Ah,
a
nan
fly
tin
ball as he's got a
torrería.
runner at third and only one away.
McCutcheon.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. One and one to Andrew McCutcheon.
カタールのサッカーでも、カタール負けとったからほとんど帰ってましたからね。あれはあれで気の毒ですな。60点や。60点。
1 and 2, here it comes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stewart has a play.
まあ1点は入る
Makes the
か。
catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for the Phils, number 40. He singled earlier, making him
点
1
は
for 2
取っ
to this
た。
point. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. Can't get him to chase. It's 1 and 2.
まあ、そらブチ切れる気持ちもわかりますけどね。
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
さすがにその言葉はやばい。
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
苦しい時に応援するのをこうファンやろ。
He just collected the first save of his career.
確かにね。
Somewhere.
13-3, the final score. The Tigers scored a lucky 13 in this one. Michael Fulmer earns win number 4 on the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Drew Smiley struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Number 70 takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
18安打か、恐ろしい。これはひどい試合や。 あちゃー、貯金がなくなってもうたな。チンピラ阪神ファン。あちゃー、5割か。借金6。まだ団子っちゃ団子ですけど。さあ、終わりましょうか。寒いな、ほんま。朝も寒いとずっと並んでましたからね、余計寒い。がっつり並んどったから、ナムチン。寒い寒い。さあ、ではではでは。あちゃー。